If you've been considering a move to Calgary, Alberta, but are unsure about the things that this city has to offer, then this video is definitely for you. So many folks from across the nation, from Vancouver to Toronto, have really been considering relocating due to the high cost of living in their cities and the unaffordability of housing. So today I'm going to give you the 5 reasons why you should really consider moving to Calgary, Alberta now in 2022. And as a little bonus at the end, I will go through one more reason. For those of you out east and out west, you will greatly appreciate that. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, Monika Lokietko with eXp Realty, your YYC and Foothills Realtor, utilizing modern technology, social media, and trends. If you like the content that I'm bringing for you today, then make sure to subscribe, hit the like and notification button to get more content similar to this. All right, guys, let's get into it. Number 1, affordability. Let's get this one out of the way because I think it's probably the most important for a lot of people. How affordable is it to live here in Calgary? So I'm going to break it down into 2 points. The first one, the housing market, and the second one being the sales tax that we pay. So in terms of the housing market, what are you looking at paying when you move out here? Okay, so the median sales price for what I'm going to go through the 4 styles of different properties that you might consider. Number 1 being condos. The average median price as of January 2022 is $250,000. Townhouses or row houses, that price goes up to $305,000. For semi-detached properties, that number is $439,000. And for detached properties, that number is $559,000. So as you can see, it is very, very affordable, still even now this year, to move to Calgary. And of course, those numbers are going to be different depending on what part of the city you're going to move into. So that could be the northeast, the southeast, the southwest, or the northwest part of the city. But in general, it is still very affordable. Another part of that I wanted to mention, we actually do not have something called a land transfer tax. So that's a tax that you pay when you purchase a resale property. And that could mean anywhere between 1 to 3% on top of the sale price. So that is thousands of dollars of savings just by considering moving here versus going to other provinces out there. So that could be a major factor for many people. Last thing I wanted to mention is the sales tax. So here in Alberta and in Calgary, we do not have a provincial sales tax. We only have the federal tax, which is 5%. So what does that actually mean? That could be another huge cost savings for you on a monthly, yearly basis on everyday essentials like groceries and clothing, things like that, that really can make an impact on the amount of money that you're spending on a day-to-day basis. Number 2 is weather. Weather is a huge component of living in any city. And for that matter, I feel that there's some misconceptions about living in Calgary. First of all, let's just talk about the fact that Calgary is the sunniest major city in Canada. We have more than 333 days of sunshine per year, which is over 2,900 hours of sunshine per year. I've been to some of the other major cities and metropolitan areas in Canada. I can tell you that the sun and getting the proper amounts of vitamin D has a direct correlation with your mood, your well-being, your overall positive attitude and mindset. Overcast rain for weeks on end is something that you usually get and see when you're in parts of Canada where you've got lakes and oceans surrounding you. So it really makes a significant difference when you have the sunshine in the sky for 90% of the time. The other part as well is the fact that we have Chinook winds. So a Chinook wind comes from the Pacific Ocean. It blows eastward and cools over top the Rocky Mountains. After it cools, these winds rush down to the mountain slopes and warm significantly as they spread into the prairies. So what does that mean for Calgarians? Well, melting snow, quick warming of temperatures that reprieve from some of the very cold days, and be mindful that these Chinooks can last a few days to a few weeks for that matter. So it really makes winter bearable. We are in a dry climate, unlike some of the other centers in Canada that are humid. You have to understand that -30 and -40 feels differently in a dry climate as it would in a humid climate. So that makes a huge difference. And I really wanted to talk about it because there is a misconception. Sunshine 90% of the time, Chinook winds, it feels like spring and summer sometimes in the winter. And that is a big deal. Number 3, attractions in and around the city. So I'll break this down by the most popular and based on different seasons of the year. Starting off with winter, now being part of the heart of the Rocky Mountains, we are well known for our incredible skiing and snowboarding hills. And on top of having access to our famous Canada Olympic Park, or COP, year round, we also offer 6 hills just 45 minutes west of the city with some of the most amazing trails in the world. If you haven't been to Banff or Lake Louise, those are world-renowned spots with picturesque views, hot springs, castles, and the most turquoise lakes you'll ever see. Kananaskis country also offers some of the best hiking trails you'll find in Canada. So if you're an avid hiker, we've got places for you. For those who love fishing, there are more than a dozen lakes around the city that not only offer some of the most incredible fishing in Alberta, the views are breathtaking. If you're an avid hunter, the foothills is the backyard you've always envisioned, and it offers something for every individual year round. Now, during winter and spring, Calgary offers an immense amount of attractions, including skating rinks, indoor pools, dozens upon dozens of museums. I mean, the list just keeps growing. Calgary Tower with its gorgeous 360 views, winter events and festivals, and some awesome nightlife. Okay, for families in the summer months, enjoy warm weather, outdoors while attending the Calgary Zoo, Heritage Park, Calway Theme Park, or hang out at the many beaches in some of the communities that offer lake access. For those individuals who are either single or couples, there are so many amazing festivals to attend, whether you like electronic music or country music and everything in between. We have you covered. Speaking about country, we cannot forget about the famous Calgary Stampede, which is the world's largest rodeo, and it's 10 days of midways, parades, concerts, dog bowls, and so much more. So hope that you've gotten the gist and you're able to see how many incredible attractions this city has to offer year round. Number 4, diversity and multiculturalism. So having been born and partially raised in Poland, moving to a city like Calgary that is very diverse with people of many different cultures, backgrounds, and ethnicities has really been a blessing, and another reason why I love this place so much. Some fun facts for you. As of 2019, more than 28% of Calgarians are foreign-born. So there's more than 140 languages spoken in the city, 37 consulates representing countries from around the world, and we rank 3rd highest for the proportion of visible minorities in Canada. We have dozens upon dozens of cultural organizations, including more than 10 cultural centers like the Polish, Hungarian, Ukrainian, Italian, Dashmesh, Vietnamese, Filipino. Those are just to name a few. And an immense amount of festivities that correlate to all of those different cultural groups. So Global Fest is actually a great society dedicating to celebrating and showcasing Calgary's diverse artistic community. So another great place to go to during the summer. Last but certainly not least, number 5 is transportation and our river pathway network. So our C train is one of the first wind-powered public systems, transit systems in North America. And thanks to its initiative, every year, carbon dioxide emissions are actually reduced by more than 50,000 tons. So outside of the downtown core, there's park and rides for buses and trains with free plugins for your block heaters in your car. And actually, the transit fare is one of the lowest in the country and completely free within the downtown core. So something that you might have not known actually, Calgary has one of the most extensive pathway networks in North America and the world. We maintain roughly 1,000 kilometers of regional pathways and 96 kilometers of trails. So the Bow and Elbow River are actually lined with paved pathways that connect to nearly every part of the city. So both meet in downtown and are used by many workers to get in and out from the city during business days. So yeah, I mean, those are the 5 reasons, all of which I hope you would agree make the city pretty amazing place to live in. But as I promised, there was a bonus reason you should consider moving here. So that reason is commute, okay? If you're sick and tired of being stuck in your car for hours on end driving to and from work, you will be happy to hear that we are the 2nd lowest city in terms of traffic congestion, and it really just takes an average of about 26 minutes to get to your destination. So even during a rush hour, hitting its peak between 3:30 and 5:30 p.m., with our newest ring road called Stony Trail, this has alleviated much of that congestion and made it easier for us to be able to get into the downtown core or in and around the city. So It is 75% complete right now, Stony Trail, and will be completely finished by 2024. So there you have it, folks, okay? I'm Monika Lokietko, your YYC and Foothills Realtor, utilizing modern technology, social media, and trends. If you like what you heard today, make sure to subscribe, hit the like and notification button, and I will make sure to bring more content like this for you again.